Very good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, whatever place it is you're tuned on to the Life Signatures Radio. It is a daily show focusing on the subjects of purpose, productivity, and resilience. We get to do this every working day by God's grace, talking about those three aspects of life, which I do believe that they are key and they're important. If you removed one, any of those, any of the three, any of the purpose, productivity, or resilience from someone's life, it cannot be a successful and significant life. That's why we focus on those things on a daily basis. Right now, we are in the middle of a series where we've been talking about raising spirit-led children. It's not a religious series. It is a human thing because every human being is a spirit. And we're going to continue going deeper into this. We've dealt with about 5 ways you will know you are not raising a spirit-led child. And we're still on the 5th, going deeper into it today. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
I was given an opportunity a while back to address a group of parents, a small group of parents actually, on the subjects of parenting and so that kids can be aware of themselves, can be aware of God, can be aware of others and so on. When I started addressing these people, I found myself saying this was that I don't have any experience in being a parent. And that's the thing. That is the thing. And God, in His own divine wisdom, made sure that inexperienced people will raise others. Isn't that interesting? And see, this now plays into the idea that if you are experienced, probably what you're going to do is to lead someone in the ways that are known, proven, tried, and tested. Okay? But an inexperienced person kind of does this when they call it play by ear. You play by ear as in, okay, actually it's not even play by ear, because play by ear means that you've really mastered the game and so on. But you go as you discover. It's an adventure basically. And that's the way of the Spirit, because nobody knows foolproof what is in the Spirit, especially when you talk about individuals. You cannot have a full knowledge, full explanation of what is in the Spirit. That's why I saw a title growing up in my father's shelf. The title of the book was Growing Up is a Family Affair. In other words, we don't know what this kid has, God has deposited inside of this child. We have no idea. And it's up to us to discover the ways of the Spirit. And therefore, we've been talking about this for the past several episodes. And we've been saying that you do not know. In fact, we've been saying that you know that you are not raising a Spirit-led child by the following ways. Number 1, you know you're not raising a Spirit-led child if you do not teach them to cherish the inner compass. Guess where the Spirit is located? It is inside. It's inside of us. And if you ignore the inner compass, what has happened? It's over, man. It's over. You cannot raise a spirit-led child if you ignore what is inside of them. Secondly, you're not raising a spirit-led child if you do not teach them the importance of self-extraction. Thirdly, you're not raising a spirit-led child if you do not nurture and nourish their creative capacities. Fourthly, you're not raising a spirit-led child if you do not teach them to value personal development and personal growth. Number 5, you're not raising a spirit-led child if you are not teaching them to be humane. And we've been looking at what being humane is in the past several episodes. Number 1, it's about abundance. It's not about what you have, it's about the abundance of the heart. Actually, the Bible says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And also, when it talks about giving, it talks about what you've decided in your heart to give. It's a heart issue. It's not a quantity issue. It's not a material thing. It's a heart issue. So, humanity, to be humane, it is about the abundance of your heart. It is also about the overflow of ourselves. In other words, we build ourselves to capacity and to overflow so that the overflow can be used to serve others. Even if we do not necessarily serve others in any other way, even if our cup is empty, we talked about that the other day. If our cup is empty, it's not about the cup being empty, it is about the heart. But then with the overflow, you make sure that the cup is full. Even as you are continuing to serve others, if you're continuing to help others in your humanity, you make sure your cup is full so that it's foolproof. The continuity, the sustainability, that's the word, the sustainability of serving others. Materially, that is. But the heart continues. Thirdly, when you talk about the humane, to be humane is to be responsible, to be a brother's keeper. We covered this yesterday in length, at depth. But today I want us to talk about one more thing about being humane. When we talked about being selfish, what did we say? We say that the spirit of selfishness is a spirit that is limits. Because number 2, it's a spirit of scarcity mentality. And number 3, it's also a competitive spirit. That's why I want to juxtapose. It's a competitive spirit. A competitive spirit sometimes can be filled with self. But then, if you juxtapose that, if you flip it actually, you find that there is a spirit of collaboration. That is where to be humane comes from. And I've said that collaboration, I've said this a number of times in previous episodes, in previous series, other topics, that the competition that we need to have is not against each other. It is against the people or the person or the entity or the thing that we are up against. In other words, if you're an inspirational speaker, your competition is not another inspirational speaker. Your competition is the things that you're fighting against, the things that are making people uninspired. Now, once that becomes the focal point, once that becomes the enemy, then another motivational speaker or another inspirational speaker is not your competition, is your collaboration. And now that's where two spirits, kindred hearts, come together for one common good that serves humanity. So collaboration is it. The humane spirit will teach you that you are not enough of yourself. God did not make any single human being to be self-contained. For some reason, God made the human to be codependent. We depend on other human beings. When we are low emotionally, someone else lifts us up. Hopefully that is your spouse and your friends and all that stuff. It's a bad day, it's a gloomy day on the face of the earth when you're low, that your spouse is the one who is the cause. and the instigator and the catalyst. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. But we're talking about collaboration here, that no single human being is self-contained. We need one another. And even when you've discovered your purpose, when you've discovered why you are here to make a difference on the face of the earth, to contribute and to impact, you realize that the need is just so much, it's just so vast. You cannot do it alone. You need a brother, you need a sister, you need a co-worker, you need a peer, you need someone else, a stellar visionary just like yourself, to lock arms together and to advance the cause that you guys are up to. That is to be humane. We see this, unfortunately, we see this only fleetingly when something devastating happens. For example, when the earthquake hits Haiti. You remember those days when the earthquake hit Haiti? And a group of artists come together and they sing this song together as one. Right? I think also some years back, Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie come together. These are two artists and they pen a wonderful song. We are the world. We are the children. Okay? And that song is just so inspirational. That song is inspirational because two guys are collaborating for one common cause. It's a humane spirit. It's a humane spirit. There is no other spirit that will bring people together for a common cause other than the humane spirit. So if you're teaching people, if you're teaching your children to become spirit-led, then you've got to teach them to collaborate with others. If they're engaged in one thing or another and they like it, they should not compete. There is a place for competition, but when we're talking about spirit-led, there's gotta come to a place where they help one another, lift each other up, form a common front that is geared towards a particular cause in society. The very core of collaboration is humanity. There is the humane spirit. We recognize that we are complete when we come out and help one another. We are the world. We are the children. I've forgotten the lyrics. Come together as one. Okay? So we lock arms one with another and we do wonders on the face of the earth. So we need to teach these kids this thing. Because today this world is filled with so much negativity. This world is filled with so much, what do you call it? It's so much selfishness, so much self-centeredness, that someone can be going through a lot next door, and yet the money you're using to buy your extra pair of shoes, which you don't actually need, you can be able to help that other person. And if you're not able to, the two of you can come together, collaborate for the sake of helping someone else. That is the humane spirit. It is a spirit of collaboration. Well, tomorrow we're going to continue. In fact, tomorrow we're going to bring this part of being humane to a close, even as we continue speaking about the same topic on raising spirit-led children. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.